Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 Sports, brought to you by the Marquee Network. Stream Cubs baseball at watchmarquee.com.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
And the Cubs had a chance to win the series against the Rays yesterday, and that did not happen, obviously. They lost 3-2. So the Cubs' current record, here's a stat of the day for you. Cubs' current record is 33-36 now. If the Cubs had played baseball games that only go 7 innings, their record would be 49-19.
Oh, bring out the Little League rules. That'd be awesome.
That's right. I mean, it shows how much they've collapsed. Like the White Sox. We talk a lot about the White Sox collapsing at the end of games, but the Cubs as well in the bullpen and just situations that have happened. They'd be 49-19 in 7-inning games.
This stat is about the Cubs. Keep the White Sox out of this.
But the White Sox also, we just rip on them too much for saying that they lose games at the end like that, like they've had this week.
I agree. That's why we should stick to the Cubs. We rip on the White Sox too much, who, by the way, won last night.
How about that? We'll get to that in a second because we got more Cubs stuff coming up. It's actually good news. Next week on Sunday, June 23rd, ahead of the Cubs' appearance on ESPN on Sunday Night Baseball against the Mets at 3 p.m., they're going to unveil the Ryan Sandberg statue over there in the park out front. And significant day, June 23rd. That represents the 40th anniversary of what many Cubs fans call the Sandberg game.
Yep.
Which was the 12-11 win in 11 innings over the Cardinals, the evil Cardinals in 1984, which Sandberg went 5-6 and 2 game-tying home runs and 7 RBIs, putting the Northsiders on the map as Major League Baseball contenders, as history says. So, Ryan Sandberg also doing very well in his cancer fight, it appears. So, it's just great following him on socials to see his attitude. And that'll be next Sunday. And the evil Cardinals are in town today.
Ooh.
Ugh. Back to Case's White Sox. They won last night,
Hey-o.
3-2 over the Mariners to get to 18 wins on the season. Anything noteworthy to say about the game, Case?
Yeah, we won. That's what we do.
All they do is win.
No matter what, 18 wins on the year, put it on the board.
When they start a series with the D-backs tonight, so late baseball tonight. Finally, Trevor Lawrence, quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars, agreed to a 5-year, $275 million extension. So he was the number 1 overall pick in 2021. He's going to get $200 million guaranteed, 142 once he just signs the deal. Can you imagine that briefcase of cash?
No, I can't.
Oh.
It'd be really nice to imagine, and I can't even fathom it.
So the $55 million annual average of the extension is going to tie Joe Burrow as the highest paid player in the NFL by yearly salary, not the most overall, but yearly. So you've got Lawrence, 2021 number 1 overall pick, in London against the Bears, against Caleb Williams, the 2024 number 1 overall pick. Have you checked Q101.com/London yet? You should, because that's how you get to the Bears game with Brian and Kenzie and Q101.
I'm so hyped about this, Brian. I cannot wait. 1, to go to London. 2, to see the Bears in London. 3, to experience London with Q101 listeners.
Yes.
Because now you're just surrounded by good people.
Hell yes.
You know when you travel and it's like, well, who's going to be on this excursion? They may suck. Not this trip, because everyone there is like a avid Q101 listener and Bears fan. That's what I'm talking about.
I say that every time I travel. Who's going to suck on this trip?
I know. Because you know it's going to happen.
Harper, I'm looking in your direction. No more poop.
Nobody ruined this for me.
No more poopy diapers, please.
It's my vacation. Get it together. I can't wait to do this. Like, we're doing the trip to London. It's going to be Wednesday through Monday. Join me and Brian. You can go to q101.com/London. That's where all the info is, where you can book the trip, etc. But this is coming with a huge walking tour on Thursday. Everything you want to see, like the London Eye and all that. We're going to be doing a pub crawl over there, a curated food tour, and then, of course, premium seats to the Bears game. And this is all together. So the transportation, round-trip airfare, the hotel. We're doing the whole thing together. We're all in the same hotel.
How about it?
We're all flying there. We're going to the game together. What's good?
All this.
Amen.
Q101.com/London. It is premium elite stuff all the way around, whether it's the Bears ticket, the travel, the hotel, just like Kenzie said. So make sure you check it out. Go to Q101.com/London. And if you put a deposit down on this trip by the end of June, that's all you got to do. You don't got to pay for the whole trip yet. So go to do it.
Little installments. That's how you got to do it.
How about it? A couple weeks left to do that, so get on it.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. You can win tickets for Third Eye Blind. Wait 1 second here. We'll get you on the phones because first we have to play the audio of the week. We've played this once before this week. And A whale was gotten beached in Oregon, and people are signing a petition to blow up the whale because it's smelly. It's very smelly and an ugly eyesore, and they can't get this thing off the beach. Apparently, it's too expensive to get a crane or whatever, so they want to blow it up like what happened in the 70s, which we'll play some audio of that in a second.
You didn't clarify. The whale isn't alive.
It's dead.
Okay, you're like, a whale got beached. Everyone wants to blow it up. It's not living.
That's true, but they do get beached and they stay alive for a while, which is really sad to watch them kind of struggle.
I know. So I would like to point that out there.
It's
dead. Not alive.
It's dead.
I still don't think we should blow it up, but it isn't alive.
Well, there's a big petition going on out there in Oregon about this, and it reminded us all of the story back in the 70s. This is an actual news report of a whale. Same thing happened, and they decided to blow it up. And their theory, well, you can hear from the scientist in the beginning of why they would blow it up instead of hauling it out of there.
Well, I'm confident that it'll work. The only thing is we're not sure just exactly how much explosives it'll take to disintegrate this thing, so the scavengers, seagulls, and crabs and whatnot can clean it up. The camera stopped rolling immediately after the blast. The humor of the entire situation suddenly gave way to a run for survival.
Oh, no.
Now, they used 20 cases of dynamite to blow up the whale. And again, they thought it would just blow it up nicely in these little pieces, and then seagulls and crabs could come eat up the whale and help the environment be ecologically correct with this blowing up. People went out there tailgating, watching the whale blow up, the dead whale, and that's not what happened.
Huge chunks of whale blubber fell everywhere. A parked car over a quarter of a mile from the blast site was the target of one large chunk. The passenger compartment literally smashed. Everyone on the scene was covered with small particles of dead whale.
A quarter mile away, a car got hit and destroyed by some whale blubber when they blew this thing up.
Imagine having to call Flo from Progressive, your car insurer, and be like, hey, man, you know that whale they blew up? Part of it hit my car.
Yeah.
Oh, you parked on the beach? No, it's a quarter mile away, actually. Thanks for asking.
I got safe distance from the explosion of the whale.
Do you think they only cover within a certain amount of miles?
They probably do. It's probably within, 0.24 miles, and this guy was a quarter mile away. He probably got screwed.
Flo looked it up and goes, well, according to whales being blown up, you're supposed to be a mile away. This reminded a lot of our listeners of a great Simpsons episode where exactly this happened.
All right, back up, everybody. Oh, but not too much. You are definitely going to want to see this. So clean how part of it just disappears like that.
The whale is the pieces are all on fire and burning these people as it's hitting them in the Simpsons episode. Kenzie, what do you got?
This is Steve texted and said, I work for a crane rental company. The cost of removing the whale would be $75,000 to $100,000.
Oh my God.
Do they have whale pricing on their site? Because that's a pretty solid, if they want to remove a whale, this is what we're going to charge.
I want to know what else is on that list, Steve. Text back
What
in.
else do you remove and know the exact cost of?
So a crane to build a skyscraper in Chicago, that's this price. And to remove a whale is $75,000.
That's a big one.
So if that's $75,000 to $100,000, how much is 20 cases of dynamite?
As I said yesterday, I just bought a case last week. Dynamite is super cheap.
Oh,
I
good.
don't believe you.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q 101.
Here we go. It's Klash with Kenzie, sponsored by the Schaumburg Boomers. For tickets, visit boomersbaseball.com.
Feel the boom, baby.
Can I have a boom case?
I'm sorry, I
Jeez.
was not near the thing.
Yeah, he's like
You
celebrating.
weren't near the boom.
I wasn't near the
Someone's
boom.
not feeling it.
No, I feel the boom now.
Okay, good.
We have
Get there.
Third Eye Blind tickets on the line here for the show at Northerly Island a few weeks away, Friday, June 28th, from our great friends at Live Nation. And Miguel, checking in from Lowell, is going to compete for the tickets against Kenzie, who's undefeated on the week. Tough one going on here. Rolling.
I did not know that.
Miguel,
That
are
could
you
have been a trivia question.
Yes, I'm here.
Tell us something real quick about yourself, Miguel.
I did volunteer work most of my life overseas. Lived in Japan, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Greece, Germany, Austria. Probably going to be a long list to name off right now, but all over the world.
And what did you say that took you all those places?
Volunteer work?
Did volunteer work
Like
with
what
my parents and then as a young adult.
Wow.
That's cool. That's a lot of places.
Yes.
It's an expensive way to volunteer.
Yeah, did you lose money? Did you lose money on those deals, or how'd that work?
No, it was. We basically got sponsored to go overseas, and things were donated to us, and tickets were donated so we could go over and do that. Yeah, it wasn't. It was on a volunteer basis as well. So everything was provided for us through basically donations.
No, you're a good human.
Don't look at me like that, Brian, when you say that.
See, Kenzie, this is what a good human looks
Why'd
like.
you look at me?
Hey, Kenzie, take notes.
That was pretty crappy. I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, apparently not volunteer either. All right, Miguel, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Miguel.
Tails.
It is tails. All right, that's a good advantage today because, like I said, Kenzie's been on a roll this week and kept winning. They do want her to win, apparently. Somebody does. Let's see, Miguel. How many ounces are there in a pound?
16.
16 is right. Kenzie, on what street would you find the American Girl doll store in Chicago?
Michigan.
Michigan Avenue is right. Still there. A lot of things have closed, but that one's still there.
That's still
Amen.
going strong. Shout out Kit Kittredge.
Well, it's $57,000 a doll.
That's
so
right.
they're crushing it.
Kit Kittredge is one of the dolls.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like she's to me.
One of
she's
the white ones,
Yeah, she's the star of the
obviously.
line in my opinion.
I'm okay not knowing the doll collection at American
I
Girl
had
doll store.
Josefina for obvious reasons.
On brand.
I wasn't doing the kid drool or whatever. It wasn't me.
So Kit was the white doll?
One of the white dolls.
There's more options for the whites.
Yeah, a lot of whites.
Was yours Hispanic?
Yes.
Oh,
No, Josefina.
I don't know what that name is
She had
exactly.
blonde hair.
Okay. I've seen a blonde named Josefina before, by the
Have
way.
you?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Hey, good times, am I right?
In Colombia.
Let's see, back to Miguel.
That's right.
Miguel, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and WhatsApp are owned by what company?
Meta.
Meta's right. Let's go back to Kenzie. Which team is currently ahead 3-0 in the NBA Finals?
I don't know who's in the finals.
You just got to guess the team.
How is basketball still happening? It's
Okay, don't make a
been
political
going on
or
forever.
It could end tonight.
Oh, thank God.
basketball is a wonderful sport,
It's
and
still,
I'm watching every game.
Good Lord. I thought that ended in March or something.
Okay, before rant on basketball, can you guess a team?
The Pacers?
No.
Pacers is not right.
God, I wish.
Yeah. Miguel, do you know?
Well, bleep. I don't know either because I don't watch
Amen.
basketball.
Or baseball, it sounds like. See, this shows how much people care. Charles Barkley went on a rant, just said, like, it's over. It's the Boston Celtics.
Oh.
They're
Are
playing.
they playing the Pacers?
No.
Why did I think that?
Because the Pacers lost to the Celtics. It was a whole thing.
Oh. See, I was right last week?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. The Celtics are up 3-0.
Stop trying to finagle for a point.
All right, it is 2-1, and it is back to Miguel. He's ahead.
Miguel, the Battle of Okinawa was the last major battle of what war?
World War II.
World War II is right. There we go.
Woo! Thank goodness. What's my question?
Let's see here. Kenzie, in what decade did Prohibition end in the United States?
The 30s?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a
Because
big-
the Roaring 20s is when they were doing all the underground crap. It's like they're hiding it.
It's funny because after COVID ended, they thought that it would be like the Roaring 20s again. They said we're going to be partying, people naked in the
We
streets.
just wanted to stay inside. I left my couch a lot, I found out.
Everybody just kept gaming. Everybody just stayed inside, and no one really did anything after
Like, what
that.
do you mean work 5 days a week in person?
Yeah, come on.
Gross.
Gross.
All right, 3-2, back to Miguel.
Miguel, Domingo in Spanish is Spanish for what? Domingo.
Say that again.
Domingo is Spanish for what?
Domingo.
Come on, Miguel.
Yeah. You would think I'd know with the name Miguel, but that's an interesting story in itself.
We're going to change your name in our texting to Miguel the White Guy.
Got anything?
Got anything? Guess really quick.
Domingo, it's someone's name.
No, it's not.
I suppose it could be.
Kenzie?
Sunday.
Sunday is right. Do you speak Spanish, Miguel?
I do not. My mom is Japanese, and my dad is white, so I'm a Asian. I'm a white Asian, a Asian.
Name Miguel.
With the name Miguel, yeah.
They just like the name?
You know what? I don't know. I asked them. They don't tell me. Maybe the mailman's son.
Can you imagine when Miguel fills out the census every 10 years? How much that must throw people for a loop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's other?
Yeah. All right, 3-3. Kenzie can now take the lead.
I was trying to give Miguel a layup.
I know.
The name threw me off.
We thought, Miguel.
All right, is Kenzie?
It is.
Kenzie, what country gave the world porcelain?
China?
China's right. So 4. Okay, Miguel, you gotta get this one, Miguel. Who has been the host of Deal or No Deal since its inception?
Deal or No Deal.
Guess a game show host / celebrity. Guess a name.
I see the face, but I don't see a name. I'm terrible with names, so I'm probably going to lose this too.
3, 2, 1.
Sleep.
Kenzie for the win.
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, Miguel, the white guy, or combination of thereof.
He's Asian, he said.
Asian.
As a Asian, yeah, white Asian, Asian.
His words, I would like to say. That is how it was self-described.
I don't know. You said it pretty freely, Kenzie.
Amazing.
All right, so here we go, Miguel. I'm sorry you didn't win. Have a stellar weekend, but you can hang up and have a chance still with these Third Eye Blind tickets with everybody else because right after Giovanni and the Hired Guns, 2 minutes and 43 seconds, we'll hit God Bless the Baby, and everybody listening can get their last chance this week at Third Eye Blind tickets. Stay here.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Kenzie went undefeated on the week. How about that?
Wow.
Doing that slow 80s clap in the cafeteria for you there.
Usually you boo me when I win. This is nice.
Boo. Undefeated is pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Which means I hit this.
God bless the baby.
And 312-591-8300, caller 10. You've got the Third Eye Blind tickets. Sending you to that show, you and a friend, Friday, June 28th, from our great friends at Live Nation. Tickets are on sale now. That's going to be a wild show. Stephen Jenkins is going to come in. He said he would. You better live up to it and hang out with us that morning or around that time of the show. Now, just a little teaser for next week at this time. We're going to have NASCAR tickets for July 4th weekend, the Chicago Street Race in Clash with Kenzie next week. So make sure you're here at the same time Monday for those tickets. And let's not even get to Monday yet. Let's worry about today because today it starts. Here we go. Picnic is here. And at the Taste of Randolph tonight at 5 o'clock, it all starts. As I've said, it's been 90 a couple days, pretty brutal out there, even though I'll never complain about the heat in Chicago because then it becomes like 10 below zero and you're like, hey, I want that summer back.
Yep.
But it's like 70 now. It's only going to be in the high 70s right over by Taste of Randolph. It's going to be a beautiful, perfect day for night music. You've got the Beaches at 8:30, Frico at 7, plus bands all day starting at 5 o'clock. And then tomorrow, of course, noon to whenever they want to close it down for the Taste of Randolph. So Saturday and Sunday as well with bands on tomorrow. You got Local H, Sincere Engineer, Phantom Planet. Woo! And then Sunday, my boys, Lucky Boys Confusion. So plus tons more bands. All the info, Q101.com. Fun Street Fest. Food, drink, just a $10 donation. You don't got to worry about tickets. If you're just hearing this for the first time today, you can go today. $10 donation.
You can go today. This can be a last minute thing too. We're gonna have people on stage till like 10 each night. So you could decide late, you go to dinner even, and then be like, oh, let's go over for a show and get dessert at Taste of Randolph. So this can be a fun last minute decision. We're gonna have a Q101 lounge there, and keep in mind we actually have 2 stages, which is kind of cool. We're just becoming a little mini music festival. Look at us.
How about it?
We have a west stage and an east stage. So if you're like, I thought Frico was going to be here.
Yeah.
We'll go check out the other stages. they may be on it.
It's a great stretch there in the West Loop. There's a map for you, everything at Q101.com. And, of course, Taste of Randolph is so historic. It's between Peoria and Racine on Randolph. And it's been going for so many years, so it's awesome to partner with them on kind of a new vision for picnic and have a blast for 3 days. And you can come out there. And also, we get it. Everything is really expensive, including seeing live music and having a good time. This is easy. A $10 donation not only gets you in, but the money goes to help the neighborhood.
Right. So it also just goes to it goes to you having fun. It's a very affordable evening compared to obviously most things that you can
Yeah.
do. So super affordable show, food, like fun entertainment. And then also, like, at least the money that you are spending is helping, which is awesome.
Too. So Q101.com, picnic tonight, 5 o'clock for the whole weekend. It starts.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.